Hello, everyone. My name is Jeremiah Krakowski, and welcome to the Grow Your Life podcast. If we haven't met yet, I've been helping businesses for the last 18 years get more sales, more leads, more customers and clients online, and I've immersed myself in the world of internet and online marketing and sales for that time. Pretty much every waking minute of the day that I spend that I'm not with my family is spent researching, studying, and applying practically what it takes to grow businesses to 7 and 8 figures. Whether you're just starting out, you have an idea, or maybe you even don't have an idea, and you can take that idea to launch it to make 6, 7, and 8 figures. That's what I love helping people do, and that's what I do every single day, as well as on this podcast, is to help you with the mindset and the strategies to bring them together for you to live a bigger life, for you to reach your goals, for you to reach your financial goals, your family goals, to do more, accomplish more, and be more. And that's what this podcast episode is all about. Today, what I want to talk about is specifically how to get more sales and customers in your business. This is going to be a foundational episode for those of you that are just getting started in stuff to see the process. And you're going to be able to walk away from today's episode with strategies that you can apply to get more sales this week. So grab a notepad, take some notes. If you're driving in your car, just pay attention to this. You're going to want to apply some of these things. You might want to listen back to this later. The biggest thing that it takes to get more sales in a business is to get in front of more people that are going to buy from you, okay? So if you're a local business, you want to get in front of more of the people that are in your local area that can come to you or hire you locally to do the work, or you hire other people to do the work outside of your local area. If you're an online business, you have limitless borders. And so you use tools like social media, advertising campaigns, marketing to build relationship and community with people, to build true lasting connections, turning somebody from a complete stranger to buying whatever it is that you sell. And so what you want to do is you want to find as many of those people as possible. My favorite way to do that is through advertising campaigns. And then you build trust and rapport with people. And then those people that you bring in from the advertising can actually become ambassadors for you to then share what you have with other people. So that way you're leveraging your advertising efforts. You may bring in one person through an ad campaign, then they're going to bring in 4 to 5 people, and your efforts are multiplied that way. And that's what we help our clients do. That's what we help people do. You know, we have a couple customers. I was just looking here through some of our reports here. One of our clients, over 1,000 sales for a $300 and up product in the last year. And I know that the ad spend on that was roughly around $100,000. So $200,000 in profit from a client that we coached, we consulted. I know they want to keep their name kind of private for who they are, but that's a client of mine that we've helped sell classes and online courses in the last year, over $200,000 in profit in that year's time. There's another client of ours. His name's Rick. We've been coaching him. We've been consulting him for a couple of years. He's at multiple 7 figures in sales, hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month in online sales, thousands of people buying his digital products every single month. And these are new people, by the way. We just launched a program with a guy. His name's called the Rabbis Husband as well. We created a membership site. It's $9 a month where people can learn from him. He's a person who's invested in, seeded multiple billion-dollar companies. You can actually go check him out at theRabbisHusband.com. We built academy.theRabbisHusband.com. It's a membership site where he has all this teaching that he's helping people practically apply the teachings of the Torah. As well, some of you might not know, I've worked with companies over the last years, worked for companies as well, worked with my mom, and we helped 10x her sales in her business as well during the time that I had worked with her. And so these are just examples of some of the people that we've helped grow in their sales from the strategies that I've been learning and been applying over the years. And that's what I want to impart to you. And so if you can learn how to get in front of more people, if you can learn how to show up in front of more people that are going to buy from you on a regular basis, you will get more sales. But you have to have a good offer. And so it's all about having an offer that people want. It connects with your buyers. It connects with them emotionally. The language of your offer, the words that you say connects with the people that are going to buy from you. And so you got to get to know your target customer better than they know themselves. And that's a foundation to all of this, because then you're able to communicate and connect with them. The people that are going to buy from you are going to be people that are connecting with what your offer is, which is why your business cannot be a validation mechanism. You can't just be doing business to validate that you're good at business, that you're good at sales, that you're good enough. You can't find your self-worth in how much you sell. Otherwise, you're going to be talking from that perspective, and that's going to turn off your customers from ever buying from you. And so you want to make all of what you do in your business be about service to others. How can you help serve other human beings to reach their goals, even if their goals are different than yours? And then how can you eventually come into alignment with people that have goals that are similar to yours? My goal with my clients, I keep it very simple. I want to help people go from not knowing how to do anything all the way up to making 7 and even 8 figures. I want to help people that are at 6 figures go to 7 figures, that are at 7 figures go to 8 figures, people that are at 0 go to 6 figures, people that don't even know where to start know how to start and what mechanisms to put in order. And that's what this podcast is all about. That's what my social media ads that work course is all about. That's what my irresistible offers that sell course is all about. That's what my website building made easy course is all about. Those are different mechanisms and tools that you can use and learn from me. Take the strategies that I know, I bottled them up for you and put them into courses that you can apply and learn exactly what you need to build your business and to get more sales. And so no matter where you're at in the journey, you have to get to know your target customer better than they know themselves. You have to learn how to connect and communicate with them on a level that is like, it's deep. Like it's to the level that they feel like you're their best friend. That's the level of closeness and relationship that you want to get with your buyers. And I know some people that are listening to this, that scares you. That might be an area for you to work through personally and personally develop why that scares you, that fear. You're going to have to get past that fear and that worry of other people and other people's opinions for you to reach your goals. I've never seen a successful business owner that's been terrified of people, because the only way that you're going to grow a business is by connecting with people. Okay? For the rest of you that are not afraid of people, it takes positive self-image, believing in yourself, believing in what you're offering, and then bringing value to the table with people. Now you might say, well, I don't know what value to the table to bring. Okay, great. I get that. There's a lot of great products and services out there. There's multiple ways that you can sell stuff online. I actually wrote a blog post on my blog here not too long ago of the top proven ways that I know that you can make money on the internet that anybody can take, can apply, and start to bring in an income for themselves. And so I'm going to leave a link to that in the description of this podcast episode, and you can read through that. There's over 16 different ways. I'm actually going to go through that list right here. Number 1, courses, online courses, coaching, and live training events. Those kind of all come together because they're marketed the same way. That's the fastest, easiest, quickest path that I know personally to reaching 7 and 8 figures. That's why that's the industry that I'm in right now myself, because I know that that's the fastest way to grow to that level of income with the least amount of skill sets needed to learn and effort needed to accomplish that. Everything else requires a lot more effort to reach that level of revenue, okay? That's why I put that as number 1, and that's why that's the number 1 business model that I recommend to people. And you can even do that even if you don't have a skill set in something. You can learn a new skill set. Now, the other ones are freelancing services. You do services for other people. This is trading dollars for hours, though, and so then you need to hire other people under you to do this, but you can easily grow to a 6-figure income very quickly by having 3 to 4 clients that are paying you $2,000 a month. 4 clients, $2,000 a month, that's 6 figures. Nearly anybody can do that if they find services that they can do for people. And you can take my courses, social media ads that work, website building made easy, and irresistible offers that sell, and easily charge $2,000 to $10,000 per client to do what you learn in those courses, by the way. Right there, that's an opportunity for you. Another one is e-commerce. You're selling products or services, right? You're shipping them out or drop shipping. So you're essentially taking a product, getting people to buy those from you. That's going to be if you find a really niche product and have a lot of good case studies, you can make a lot of money that way. But it is a little bit more difficult to find that because there's a lot of competition, a lot of people doing that. I'd say that that's the easiest business to set up, but one of the harder ones to actually get more sales in, which is why I still prefer coaching and courses to even e-commerce. Now, affiliate marketing / direct sales is something that you could do. You're basically promoting another person's product for a commission, okay? You could do virtual assistant services. You're assisting another person's business, again, as a freelancer, as a service provider with different skill sets that they need. You could be on YouTube. You get thousands of views on YouTube, they'll pay you. You can blog and promote products. You can develop apps, get users to your apps. They'll pay you a monthly subscription. You can do writing for yourself or other people. You can learn copywriting. There's a huge need for content creation, social media management services, consulting for social media. You can sell things around your house. You could do design work on Canva or learn how to grow as a designer and use tools like Graphic River and learn how to use stuff like Photoshop and Illustrator. You could be on a platform like Upwork or Fiverr and offer your services. You could do Uber or Lyft, offer services to people. These are all different ways that you can make money right now in 2021. Generate leads for businesses and even do sales nurturing. You could generate leads for a business, nurture the sale, and then they will pay you a bonus for that. And you can build an online community of people that pay you monthly revenue. And so these are all 16 different ways that I know that are the best, fastest ways that you guys can make money online. And if you're listening to my podcast, you're probably doing one of those 16 things. I would bet that. If you're not, pick one, pick the one that feels the best to you and go down that path, okay? My course, Irresistible Offers That Sell, is going to walk you through exactly how to create offers in all of those different niches to get more customers. And so take those ideas, then figure out, okay, what am I going to sell? Well, what's a problem that you can solve for somebody? What's a solution that you can offer? Whether it be a product that you know that does that, a service that you know that does that. Can you create the product? Can you find the product from somebody else? Ultimately, people buy on emotion. They purchase because there's an emotional connection to the product or service that they're buying. And so if you can make that lasting connection with people, you can sell to them. You want to learn how to build lasting connections with people through the words that you say, through how you communicate, how you connect. People want to know as well, are you going to be there to support them along the way? Or are you just a fly-by-night operation? Are you going to be there to answer questions for them later? Or are you just a one-time sale and then up and leave? That's where community building is so important. That's where connection is so important. That's where building relationships are so important. Connecting with people, creating those connections. And I say this all the time. Listen, if building connections with people scares you, taking the actions to do this that I'm talking about scares you, you may have certain past experiences in your life that you need to resolve and work through. This is where sometimes therapy is helpful. There's a website called betterhelp.com that can help you. There's another one called 7cups.com that I like that's free. That's people that you can talk to about these different things, okay? And so figure out, what are you afraid about? What are you scared of? If it's stopping you, if it's triggering you, if it's keeping you from doing these things that we're talking about to build a business, to launch a business, to get more customers, then you might need to work through what are those emotional issues personally inside of you that you need to grow through and get some help professionally. I needed to do that personally myself. I needed to go through therapy myself just to get past some of the things that were keeping me stuck. Mentally, I was having a hard time staying disciplined in my business and doing the business activities that I'm doing today because I was so stuck in my head based on some really traumatic situations that I had in the past. And so it's okay to get help. It's okay to ask for help. You're not alone in that, and you're not weird for needing that either, by the way. It's funny, you might have hopped on this for business teaching, and yet I'm mentioning therapy. It's because I don't think that they're disconnected. I think that everybody can benefit from having more emotional self-control, taking more control over their life, learning how to be more disciplined and focused, and do deep work, being able to really dive into their work and stay focused to be effective, to build something, to build a business, to process through, okay, what am I going to sell? What's going to get me the most sales online? What should I put out there? Okay, I'm going to build my website and focus to do the activities. I know some of you are stuck doing those activities every single day. Maybe you're worried about if people aren't going to buy from you. You're worried about if things don't work out, what's going to happen then? And those are things to process through. We can't allow our fears and our worries to keep us stuck from launching our business, from building our businesses, and from getting in front of more customers and clients, creating those lasting connections, and reaching our goals as business owners. And so once you identify what you can offer of value to people, and you're no longer afraid to do it, and you're taking action, and you're going, and you're building that, you're going to want to build an offer that connects with people, that connects emotionally with them. How can you connect emotionally with your buyers to get them to say, yes, that's exactly what I've been looking for? How do you know what your buyers want? How do you know what people out there are saying, yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for? How do I know that this podcast episode is exactly what people out in the marketplace are looking for? By listening, by doing research, by paying attention to what people are saying, by connecting with people. The more conversations you have with people, your target customer is going to tell you exactly what they want, why they're stuck, so that you can help them get to that next level. Listen, you don't need to be perfect before you get started, my friends. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to be at a certain level of perfection before you can launch your business out there. You can get started and figure it out as you go. And that's the beauty about business. That's one of the biggest things that I wish that people talked about more, is the fact that you can launch it without having all the pieces figured out. And it's actually better that way. And anybody that I know that's been successful in business, they jumped, they took the leap, and they figured it out as they were going. They didn't figure it all out on the ground and then launched. They launched and then figured it out as they went. Maybe you've seen Elon Musk, his spaceships. He blew one up. It blew up, billions of dollars lost, blowing up a spaceship. You may see that as a failure. He saw it as a success because he realized, you know what? Okay, that didn't work. And at least there wasn't a human on it at that time. And that's exactly the way it is for you as a business owner. You're going to have to blow up some things. You're going to have to make some messes. You're going to have to make some mistakes. You want to embrace failure as a good thing. You want to accept failure. You want to invite failure into your life so that you can learn from it. You want to fail fast, fail quickly, so that you can learn, okay, what doesn't work and what does work. And one of the fastest ways to grow and to avoid the pain of failure is to find a mentor and a coach that can help you, that have walked the path that you're going on, that have helped other people walk the path that you're headed. And that's what I love to do with people. That's what I love helping people with, is coaching them and mentoring them. Actually, anybody can schedule a free 15-minute call with me on my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com/free call, to talk about their business, where they're at, and what it's going to take to get them to the next level. And I love hearing from people, their unique situations. If you don't want to hop on the phone with me, you can even send me a direct message or a comment or an email easily. I reply to every single person that sends me those. What are you doing in your business? What's keeping you stuck? What's the area that you're stuck at in this process of either building, finding a product or service, launching, or finding more customers? It's possible to learn what you don't know right now for each one of those steps. Each one of those steps is learnable. And as you grow to each new level, there's more to learn. And so wherever you're at, you don't need to stay stuck right there. Your current situation is temporary, my friends. You don't have to stay right where you're at right now. It's possible to learn and to grow to start to reach your goals. Once you build your product or service, once you start to build your offer, an offer that connects with people, and you have a proven offer, then you can launch it out there and get as many people in front of you as possible. You can start to train the algorithm on social media to find you thousands of customers every single month who are going to buy from you what you're selling. And so that's the place that you want to get to. You want to identify, okay, what am I going to sell? How do I build it? How do I build an offer that connects people to it? Because what your offer and what you sell are not the same thing. Your offer points people to what you sell, and it basically sells them on what you're selling. It gets them to say, oh yes, that's what I need. The best products and services do not and never will sell themselves. They won't. They just don't. I've seen this with millions and millions of businesses that don't sell themselves. People don't just buy good stuff because it's good, even though we think that that's how it works. And so you have to learn how to make offers that connect with your target customer, that get them to buy from you, that connect with what they want, what their desires are, deep inside them on a very deep emotional level. And then get people to say, okay, that's what I need, and then give you their credit card. And so that's what I teach in my course, Irresistible Offers That Sell, is how to get people to do that. And then my course, Social Media Ads That Work, is all about how to run ad campaigns that reach tens of thousands, millions of people on the internet to buy from you. And so if you apply this formula and you start taking action and building, which is where I see a lot of people get stuck. They get stuck actually doing the work. They get stuck actually building. They get stuck actually staying disciplined on the process. If you can stay disciplined on the process to do the work, it will pay you dividends. Right away, will it? Probably not. I'm just going to be real with you. You're not going to have an instant perfect result of day one. Woo! Because the truth is, my friends, and this is the hard truth that a lot of people aren't willing to come face to face with. And that's what I tell my one-on-one coaching clients when they come to me and they're disappointed and they're upset and they've done all this work and nothing's working and they're not getting any sales. Keep going. Keep putting out new offers. Put out new products. Clearly, if it didn't work, it just means you weren't connecting with people. It has nothing emotionally to do with how good you are as a person. It just means the strategy that you thought would work didn't. Have I had products or services that we've launched that didn't work out? Yeah, absolutely. And so we took that data, applied it, and then learned, what does this customer want? We ask directly. Start asking directly your clients, what do they want? What do they need help with? Specifically, what are they struggling with? Start asking people, even if they're not your clients, what do they want? What's out there? Start surveying people and getting that data. And that's going to help you identify exactly what you can put out there to build a business, to be profitable, to reach people that need what you offer, to create offers that people can't say no to. When you can put all these pieces together, that creates a thriving, profitable business through the internet. Now, I'd love to talk with some more of you. Listen, if you're not in the hashtag Grow Your Life Facebook group, be sure to join that group. There are 1,500 people in there. You can ask any question in there. There's no such thing as asking a dumb question. You don't need to worry or wait until you have the perfect question to ask it in there. Just post your questions and get some answers. There is no excuse and no reason for you to stay stuck today right where you're at in building your business. It's time for you to start to make a change in your life to reach the goals that you have. As well, consider scheduling a free 15-minute call with me on my website and check out some of the other podcast episodes on this podcast. Listen, I believe that every single person, if you've gotten 23 minutes into this podcast, I believe every single person, if you've gotten 23 minutes into this podcast, you're committed to your goals and you're committed to not living the same life that you've been living up to this moment in time. But it's time for you to make a decision and it's time for you to take action. Are you going to just keep staying on the hamster wheel of crap that's not working for you? Are you going to start to do something differently and learn the skills that you need to learn? Start to get the help and start to build towards your goals. If you're ready to do that, I'm ready here to help you. Let's keep going, my friends. We'll talk soon, everybody. Have a good one.